Hi, everyone. Thank you for being with us today. This is a pre-recorded session, and we have today Anis Jabsheh. Anis is the the chair of the certification committee here at GI, and he will be sharing some of the insights about the new recertification manual that is upcoming in the coming months. Thank you, Anis, for being with us.
Thank you, Otto, and it's my pleasure to be with you and support you in answering the queries about the recertification manual. Thank you.
Anis, to start, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you located? I know, GI is all over the place. So where are you? In what time zone? And how long have you been a CMC?
Most of my experience are coming in from the Gulf states and in the Middle East. So basically now I'm stationed in the state of Qatar. They've been here almost now 20 years. And I support different countries. I've been in the management consulting field since I graduated as a bachelor's degree in industrial engineering from the USA. And I took my master's degree from the City University of London. But all my work has been working as a consultant, either as with a consulting firm or even owning my own consulting office, or as an internal consultant to different manufacturing industries and healthcare in Jordan and in other countries. I adore this profession. I like it a lot. And I think we as consultants, we can contribute a lot to the profession. And I got my certification from the USA about 28 years ago. And we established a chapter in Jordan, which is called the Institute of Management Consultants. And when we increased our membership numbers, we became fully accredited to issue our own certificates from Jordan. For 9 years, I was the vice chairman and the chair of the certification committee because I used to travel 50% of my time outside Jordan to the region. And we established it well. And now I'm supporting GI since 2 years as a mentor and assessor. And I had the opportunity, I was asked if I can join in as on the board of GI and to be the chair of the certification committee since February. And it took me utmost pleasure to join you and to be besides you and all our team members to nourish this profession, which I think we can do a lot for it.
And it's been great to have you in the board also. Tell us, being the chair of the certification committee, what does it entails? What's the work that you usually have being that role?
Any committee we have in the board is linked to each other. You cannot say marketing is separate from certification. You cannot say professional development is separate from we all link together, the membership. It's all linked together, And I think professional development itself, which you are chairing, there is a lot of interaction between each other because it's linked to the career path of the consultants and what competencies they should have and what training they should achieve and so on. So as we have witnessed over the last several months, me and you, there is a lot of interaction and support with each other. The certification also is linked to the membership because you have to ensure that the new members that come in have the right qualifications and experience in the management consulting in order for you to be certified. In addition, the marketing, because on a daily basis, I'm marketing the profession. It's not only I'm waiting for people to be recertified and certified, So yes, the certification works with all the departments within and the functions. And basically, in a nutshell, the certification and the recertification, you have to take it from A to Z. You have to assess all the applicants, whether you are for recertification or for certification. you have to ensure that all the requirements that we follow and nourish is part of the CMC-Global standards. And like I said, we have to coordinate with each other from the different committees that we are having. One important aspect of it is that we have to ensure that our mentors and assessors, whom we select, are qualified to do the job. Yeah, so we have to provide them some training and guidance and support on how to do the assessment of the engagement summaries, which is a requirement for the certification process, and how to do the oral assessment interview, which is based on the global competency framework. All these are part of the process, and then you have to guide the CMCs. Basically, some of them due to COVID, especially for the last 1 year and a half, I've witnessed this. I've contacted more than 10, 15 of them that not they have lost interest, but there were some priorities in their life, and they loved it when I said, I'm re-energizing you as a CMC to go for the recertification or to continue for your certification, you know. So they are energized on it. So this is part of my work to encourage those people to come back to the profession. The executive summaries, again, you have to review them and ensure that they are aligned in the process. So this is and one important part is that I like doing is to handheld some of the consultants due to my years experience of 38 years in this business, how to become a certified. Why should you become a certified management consultant, you know? And there is a difference between a consultant and a certified management consultant, as we all know, you know, because a certified one, the clients will feel more comfortable with you. Okay, you are attaining the highest standards. You ensure that when you are recertified, you are telling the people, yes, I'm being certified. I follow the code of ethics, the professional behavior. I am working on myself to nourish my experience, my knowledge. I'm contributing to the profession. This is and we will come to it later, the details of the recertification process, you know.
Okay, you actually mentioned something that I was going to ask you, which is, you know, if you are a certified management consultant, of course, ICMCI mandates it, but, you know, why is it a good business? You have mentioned already, you know, why is a good business and it's visible to clients as a marketing tool to be certified? Because at the end, you are telling the market that you keep refreshing yourself, that you are dedicated professionally to the profession, and it's overall good for the market too.
Yeah, for sure. Because, you know, our session is about recertification, but you cannot talk about recertification without talking about certification. They are both linked together, you know. But we will concentrate on the recertification part. During my career, you know, I spent 15, 18 years as a Deloitte partner in the management consulting field. Every year, we had to take, not a test, a refresher on the code of ethics and behavior to ensure that you are up to the level. This is internally, you know. And imagine when you are certified, you are telling your clients that I'm recertified now for the next 3 years. So you are giving our clients, which is the target group, you are giving them the feeling that our certified management consultants are recertified. So there is an entity like GI ensures that those are up to the level of the performance. They abide that there is no conflict. They abide by the professional conduct of CMCs. You know, they follow their competencies. They increase their knowledge. They participate sometimes in some community work. And now we will talk about some of the details about the components of the recertification process. So yes, it is very, very important, the recertification to the...
Let's get into that. Let's get into that. What can you tell us of the new changes that are coming up in the manual?
The new changes, keep in mind that this is not the first time we do recertification. There was some guidance and their manual. So when I came on board, I reviewed it. It's good work. You cannot say it's not. It's good work. but I am always a believer of the clarity and in the process. Mm-hmm. And when I check some of our records and some of our consultants, some of them are so dedicated. For example, I reviewed your work when you were recertified. Man, you have submitted 3 pages of continuous educations and training providing to others. This is great. Understand me. So basically in the recertification process, the thing which I elaborated more is from the heading and the title. It's called 3-year recertification. Mm-hmm. It's not called the yearly recertification. Previously, it was every year you have to submit your documents and you have attained certain points every single year, and then you can carry for the next year. For me, I saw this not practical a little bit because mm-hmm. It's called the 3-year program. And I myself got recertified 3 weeks ago. It doesn't tell me in that particular year, Anis, what you were doing in the year 2017. It says during those 3 years, what you have been doing. So this is the major change I introduced. It doesn't have to tell me in the year 2021. It could be in the year 2018. So we're not restricted by the year, but the duration or during the 3 years. Maybe in 1 year, you don't have the enough hours that you should do. Mm-hmm. So this is the major change I've introduced. And CMCs are not obligatory to submit every year what they have done, but we are giving them the flexibility to submit to us at the end of the 3 years what they are doing. Now, it depends to each consultant. Mm-hmm. Some of them, like you, I know you very well now. You keep record of what you are doing, and this is great. Okay? When you come to the recertification, you submit to us. So we review it. And in order to encourage also the consultants today, we are away from you 3 years. We said we have also the opportunity as GI, as the chair of the certification committee, to request, hey, Otto, give me some of the work you have done last year, just to take a look, to keep you engaged in the process rather than it's an obligation for you to submit every year. Mm-hmm. So this is the major change I introduced. The other change which I introduced is in the allocation of the point system on the 4 categories. And I want to encourage the CMCs, because when you are a CMC, you are a practitioner. So it's not about only, so in the recertification, there are 4 categories: the education, mm-hmm. the experience, mm-hmm. the consulting experience you are providing over those 3 years. There is the professional activities, and there is the ethical and compliance part. Mm-hmm. So I distributed the weight of that one, not only purely on the experience that I have 3 years solid consulting experience, then I qualify to be recertified. I said, no, wait a minute. Education is what you are gaining knowledge and competencies in. Mm-hmm. Professional activities is what you are contributing to the profession and to the society and to the clients. So the education is what you take, you strengthen your capabilities, and the mm-hmm. professional activity is what you give. In the professional activities, I'm encouraging most CMCs to be part of us, to be part of GI, and to earn extra points. It's not only on the consulting experience, to earn extra points by being assessors, mentors, mm-hmm. members of the committees that we are having. So this is the second major change I'm introducing in the process. Okay. And now the points, and we followed, I looked at practices in the USA, in Canada, and so on, and we picked up similar to the point system. So it's 30 points will be required to recertify within those 3 years, divided that as follows. For the education, you have 6 points. For the consulting work, you have 12. For the professional activities, you have 9 points. And for the competence ethics, you have 3. So this gives you a total of minimum of 30 points. Like you can exceed those and reach maybe 45 or 50. Nothing wrong with it. Okay?
Okay.
So this is basically the nutshell of how it's being divided. One important part, in the last part, which is called the competences in ethics, we are allowing people to have an open mind, like an open exam open book to think about the ethics and how to answer it. Or they can take a training course, even in ethics, or maybe in ISO 20700. And I personally, again, took it 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, just to see how it is. It is a lovely, simple course that will give you the guidelines of the checklist of how to be your projects to be certified that they are adhering to the international ISO 20700. And as you know, and me, I know, and maybe you should share this also with the community, with other consultants, that the ISO, when they developed the 20700 standard, they relied on the ICMCI competencies framework. Right. So this is great. So if you take this course, it will be also contributing to you part of your recertification program.
Okay. I know many people that we have had many people certifying for the first time over the last year, and also some people that recertified several years ago, and they may not have it in the radar, in their mind. They got certified and they not necessarily were aware of that they needed recertification. We have already spoken about why it is important every 3 years to keep refreshing yourself and showing to the market that you are keeping with your career by becoming recertified. What happens if I forgot? If I forgot, I certified in 2017 and I just forgot about it or weren't able to do it, with COVID, as you mentioned, a lot of people have been disrupted and their businesses. So is it all lost, or how can they take back the path?
Here we are not a court to judge whether you are guilty or innocent. We are in management consulting, so we have to use our skills in trying to encourage those people that they missed the process, they missed the recertification. Some of them could be in some financial, and they want to concentrate. The COVID came in, there is no question about it. The COVID affected some of those people, and I talked to them, people from Nigeria, from Rwanda, some of the Middle East said, yeah, COVID affected us. We were some priorities for us to get some more work, more than to be recertified. I'll be open with you, So how do we keep track of them? We have a robust internal system. And our records could show immediately when you were certified, when you need to be recertified. So I follow up immediately with the administrative staff, which are doing a great job, by the way. And we follow up and we monitor those people. In some cases, I am being very flexible with them, trying to help them in the process, to encourage them. 3 weeks ago, I sent an email to 15 consultants. I called the re-energizing email. Said, oh, Anil, thank you for reminding us. COVID affected us. Now it's good. We are energized back in. We would like to continue in the process and to be certified and be certified. Some of them said, give us just for October to finish this top priority for us. So basically, our role is not to punish the people and to tell them you are outside GI now. We will cancel your membership. We will deal case by case. We will be very open to listen to those consultants that they would like to continue their process with us, or if they want to recertify with us. At the end of the day, those who are interested to continue in the field of management consultants and be certified, which is the utmost, certification is the utmost part. Okay, and if I introduce something new now for the future, in Europe and the USA and in Canada, there are people called fellow CMC, and fellow, for me, I'm a fellow, but I don't use it, but it's your contribution to the profession and so on. This could be attained as a future attain that me and you work on it, how to introduce the fellowship. It's called, you are FCMC. And you know, the previous one from Canada, we had Joe Pasqua. He was a fellow. Our current Dwight, our global chairman, he's a fellow. He's an FCMC, you know. So it's basically to encourage those people who are not taking the profession seriously, basically, they will drop naturally. But before they drop, we will follow up and monitor them and support them to be in the process, not only one time, 2 times, 3 times. Okay, if they are not serious, then they will, and if they are serious to continue, they will take us, and some of them did say, Anis, please help us, keep after us, follow up, monitor us, guide us how to improve, how to be recertified. So yes, we will consider those, and we will take them case by case and encourage them to be back on track.
Okay, for those who have just certified for the first time, just to remind, you know, the recertification cost is embedded in their membership. So, you know, there is no additional cost to recertify beyond the work that you do, but they will have to take a course, right? Or they can do an open exam.
Yes, up to this moment, yes. There is no recertification fees within GI. It's built in your membership fees. When you renew, you have to renew your membership every year. The recertification is already built in small amounts. It's not a big amount. It's a small amount. So to be recertified, there are no fees for you. And this is, I see this as being positive. I don't have to pay any more extra because you already paid portions of it.
Correct.
Okay, during the years, yeah. So there is no extra cost at all for you, for any CMC to be recertified.
I was just thinking aloud, and in October, the new CMC framework is going to come out, supposedly. Yeah. For those certifying or recertifying or in the process, have you thought about you know, will they, if they are in the middle, will there be a transition or something into the new certification scheme? Do we know anything yet?
I can give you, because I was part of the team that reviewed the global competency frameworks, and I commented upon them to the global firm. And I assure you, it's not a major change. Okay, so this will give our consultants and our CMCs relaxation. It's not a major change. I have to go back and again redo all my competencies, to take extra courses. It's only fine-tuning between the different competencies, which I think it was good and essential, because some of it was too comprehensive and there is some repetitiveness in them, you know, especially when we do the oral assessment interviews, which I did, and I supervised most of all of them, you know. So they are introducing changes. They are not major changes. I will work closely with you once these are issued out finally. I will work with you on it and see if we need to do maybe a seminar on it, the difference between the old competencies and the new, and what is required for each CMC who is being recertified or already is certified. If he needs to take a refresher course, or me and you, we can do it together free of charge to them. Sure. This is the way we do it.
Okay. Okay. Any perspective on you know, many of our consultants, because of the nature of GI being in 4 continents all over the place in 18-hour time zones, we have a lot of consultants that are not located in a regulated environment, in a regulated market that would, as in the UK or the Canada, etc., that you need to have the CMC certification. In some locations, our consultants may be a few, you know, maybe a group that is fostering the quality of the quality of the profession, but they may not be by themselves regulated locally regarding their profession. What would you think we can say to them about the value of the recertification in terms of, beyond, we have already spoken a little bit about what the client would see, but is there anything we have missed that we can motivate them to get back on track or to recertify on time?
Yeah, now once you are recertified, it depends on the standards and the regulations of each country that we as GI operate in. If these consultants are recertified, they are ready to be regulated if the country wants them to be regulated. I can get you from our experience in Jordan. There was a lot of debate amongst us as certified management consultants to regulate the profession, that you cannot provide consulting work if you are not a regulated, licensed consultant from the country. It's like the accountants and the auditors, and we were not that successful on it for many reasons. Consulting is slightly different than the other professions. Having the CMC for me is the utmost. If the country, let's say Nigeria or Rwanda or Georgia, decides to regulate, then those who are certified and recertified, they are ready to be regulated.
Mm-hmm.
They will be the first to be regulated, and have advantage on others.
Yeah, they actually can be proactive and say, why don't we use this?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
And we can support them as GI in the process to do it in their own country.
Okay, great. Any final advice regarding certification or recertification? Is there anything I haven't asked you?
Wallahi, when you talk about management consulting with me, it's in my blood. It's my passion. It's my profession. I loved it. I adore it. And I wish that every consultant, by the way, every consultant is to go through this path. Last week, in one of the clients, I met some people who are PhD holders in management, and they are working in the capacity building, institutional building, in their own companies as like internal consultants. Once I showed them what we are doing, I showed them the ladder that you have done for us. Mm-hmm. They were intrigued with their boss and so on. So we need to do some effective marketing to those people and how to encourage them. Yes, it is you cannot be an ordinary consultant. You have to be a distinguished consultant. Mm-hmm. You have to be there, and there's an added value on it. Somebody in the world, if for me, somebody in the world is saying Anis Jabsheh is certified globally. So it's the big advantage of being certified and recertified by GI. You're saying globally. You're not saying and recognized by ICMC. So my message, my final message to those people, it's a great profession. It's a great profession, this one, and you have to like it to proceed with it. It's not a job, as you know, Otto.
Yes.
I hope my fellow CMs, it's not a job, it's a profession, it's a passion. So I wish all those people, and my role is to keep pushing this passion inside each consultant so that they will be certified and they will keep their recertification. It's a great field.
Okay, thank you, Anis, for being with us. We've had almost 40 minutes of your insights. And thank you so much for being with us. And to all of you in the different countries that we operate, I motivate you to get in contact with Anis and to keep on going with your professional development by certifying or recertifying yourself. Thank you, Anis.
Thank you, Otto. It's my pleasure. And I really thank you for your great idea to have this recording. And I support every single word you have mentioned. And I am open to any person that would like to get in touch with me for further clarifications, discussions, encouragement, you name it. And I wish all the consultants to be certified, and all the best for all of us.
Thank you. Okay.